Out in Oswego, where the wind cuts deep, building my workshop, dreams I aim to keep. 80-pound bags, they weigh me down. Body's aching, can't shake this frown. Used to toss them high, climb ladders with ease. Shoulder the load, no pain to seize. Now every step feels like a fight. Bones are creaking in the cold, dark night. Oh, my body aches, can't live like before. Can't toss those bags and climb anymore. Used to carry heavy up ladders, I'd go, but those days are gone. Moving stiff and slow, still I'm pushing on. With grit in my soul, this workshop's rising, I'm paying the toll. Aching bones and heavy loads, I'll build it strong where the wild wind blows. Cutting blocks today, wind howling wild, laying walls for dreams like a stubborn child. Once I'd haul 2 bags, never break a sweat. Now one's enough to make me regret. Oswego snow won't break this frame. I'm building tough, though I'm not the same. With every block, I'm stacking my pride. This 44 by 66, I won't let it slide. Oh, my body aches, can't live like before. Can't toss those bags and climb anymore. Used to carry heavy up ladders, I'd go, but those days are gone. Moving stiff and slow, still I'm pushing on. With grit in my soul, this workshop's rising, I'm paying the toll. Aching bones and heavy loads, I'll build it strong where the wild wind blows. Muscles scream, my back's in pain, but heart's still tough through the wind and rain. Mezzanine's waiting, trusses to raise. I'll fight through the hurt for better days. Like trees I prune, too close, too weak. I'm cutting back doubt, it's strength I seek. Oh, my body aches, can't live like before. Can't toss those bags and climb anymore. Used to carry heavy up ladders, I'd go, but those days are gone. Moving stiff and slow, still I'm pushing on. With grit in my soul, this workshop's rising, I'm paying the toll. Aching bones and heavy loads, I'll build it strong where the wild wind blows. So here's to the work, the ache, the grind, building my future one block at a time. Those heavy days, they've slipped away, but my workshop stands, and I'm here to stay.
Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it's August 31st, 2025. One of the things I've been doing today is working on setting up for our concrete pad or concrete form that I'll be using in the building to replace a post system that had a laminated beam supporting it initially. So what I'm doing here is this chalk line that you see here is 16 feet from the outside of that wall. There'll be a 2x6 wall on this side of this chalk line that is 10 foot tall, and there'll be a 10 foot tall 2x6 wall here, and a set of trusses will span from this chalk line on top of this 2x6 wall to the top of that 2x6 wall there. On the other side, this side here of this chalk line will be another 2x6 wall that is going to be 16 feet tall. And there's a mirror image of this on the other side of the building here. So here we are here. There's a chalk line here that's 16 feet from the outside of that wall. There'll be a 2x6 wall that's 10 feet tall on this side of that chalk line, and that'll support a truss spanning from here to the outside wall with a 2-foot overhang. There'll be another 2x6 wall that's 16 foot tall that will support the main truss that goes across here. So all three trusses will be hooked together, attached together, but in the center here they'll sit on two separate 2x6 walls. So there'll be 6 inches on each side of this will be a concrete form. That anchor bolt denotes the beginning of a double door, and this indicates the other side of a double door going through here. The same thing will be done over there on that side, but I'm trying to figure out all my details, positioning and all. And so one of the things I started doing today was cutting up some rebar. So this is 5/8 inch rebar. That's some of the rebar I got delivered the other day. And this 5/8 inch rebar here, I cut into 2-foot lengths, almost about 2 feet long. Then what I did was I bent them. This is my brother's rebar bender here. So I got it set for 5/8 inch rebar. I bent the rebar at a 45-degree angle because these are going to be embedded in concrete at a 45-degree angle. That'll make that top up there flat, level with the surface of the ground. So here's an example over here of my first ones. So I used the Berserker impact driving hammer drill and drilled in through 6 inches of concrete on a 45-degree angle this way and 45-degree angle this way. Put both pieces of 5/8 inch rebar into the holes, and I haven't glued them or anything yet, but that'll hold a central piece of rebar and maybe a piece here and a piece here as well. And I may put this one on the underside. I'm not positive yet how I'm going to do this, but we'll figure this out as time goes on. So this concrete form here will be the 12 inches wide and the same height as that block wall right there. So that is the plan. We'll see how well this works out. I just took some pictures of this and sent them off to my brother Dave via messenger, or I'm not sure what the hell it's called. I'm not used to using whatever it's called. I think Facebook is called Messenger. I'm not sure what the other Google Messenger is called. I'm not sure, but I sent him some pictures. I don't use it. Well, this is my first time sending pictures that way, I think. But I think that this will work out. And I'm thinking 4 feet apart, going right down here. I'll bend those as well to incorporate. That way we've got the concrete reinforced with the rebar, and being on 45-degree angles, being drilled into the concrete on 45-degree angles, that would make it almost impossible for lift to pull this concrete that I'm pouring on top of this concrete pad here from separating and pulling up. So this should be anchored extremely well, and of course there'll be anchor bolts going up into the 2x6s that will sit on top of this poured floor. So yeah, I'll have a lot more to do with this tomorrow, but I've got a good start. Pretty happy with this so far. I think it's going to work, but we'll get my brother's input. He's a structural engineer and all. Fingers crossed he likes it. I think this is going to work. I don't know if anybody's done this before, something like this. This is my thought process anyways. And of course I've drilled into the block wall that's filled with concrete. And I didn't use any structural adhesive yet. But I will put some structural adhesive in there to help bond them as well. But even if I didn't put structural adhesive there, just that the angles that it's at would make it darn near impossible to pull up. So lift forces will be reduced significantly, and certainly this should handle all the weight of it. So the compressive and lifting forces, you know, compression and tension should work out pretty darn well. And the rest of the things that we're doing with the shearing forces, the shearing sheathing should reduce the chances of racking and twisting in this building. I'll be putting more anchor bolts down here. They should be no more than 6 feet apart. These are stretching it a bit right here, so we'll be doing that a little bit better. So this is another short video I thought I'd share with you, just to give you a bit of a progress update. Pretty sore today, but this wasn't too bad. Just some cutting and bending and drilling. And tomorrow, if things go well, I'll be doing more of the same. Pretty exciting life I have. Then hopefully maybe the day after, I may start setting some forms. Who knows? Fingers crossed things work out pretty well. Don't want to get overly sore. So really appreciate you folks watching, leaving comments, suggestions. If you've done something like this before, certainly they're all welcome. Doesn't mean I'm going to change anything at this point, especially if my brother agrees that this is good. And so I think that's about it. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and take care. Bye-bye now.